Welcome back to the show. You're watching Morning Thailand with Tulip and Golf. And in next break, not next break, this break.
Next break. Let's do this break first, Kun Tulip.
Just so fast. Anyway, next news is about the white mass gathering yesterday. V for Thailand is what they call themselves. Yesterday, Daily News reported there were about 500 white mask protester gathering together in front of Central World. And Central World, of course, they know this in advance, so they put a sign. They have some barricade up in front of their department store.
I think it got used to it. I mean, this has become like a daily, weekly event.
But I don't think they like it too much.
No, they didn't support it. There was like a letter that came out from the CPN, but of course, like you can't really do anything.
Yeah, somehow Rapasong intersection become a political venue. Become the usual venue that everybody think about when they want to make some kind of statement or gathering in the middle of the city. I guess because the area is become known for it,
and they get a lot of attention.
And the convenience of traveling there. Anyway, so they gather in front of the Central World, and the sign that you mentioned actually said that they don't have policy to object to the political gathering under the constitution, but they also not support any group to use their venue to any kind of political gathering because it is a department store, is the place to use for relaxation and do the commercial business. So after they gather, it's reportedly that they moved some barricade anyway to use some of the area to write down the big banner on the white cloth. And then in the afternoon, about 2:45, 3 p.m., they start moving on foot toward the Bangkok Art and Cultural Center, which is also nearby at another intersection. So they were walking on Rama 1 Road. It's just a little bit at the in the middle. When they already moved to BAAC, they will try to settle there. So there were some pickup truck try to back up in front of the BAAC to set up the speakerphone and stage light. So there was a bit of clash going on between the officials and the protester. And it didn't say who do this, but reportedly later the protester told the journalists and the police that somebody did use the pepper spray into the protester and also the police. So both police and protester got pepper spray on them.
Oh.
So, but then the gathering still going on until about 6 p.m. They stood for the national anthem, and then they just dispersed themselves after that. So, yeah, it's just a bit hectic because of the pepper spray in the middle of it. They said reportedly, while moving from Central World to BAC, they were shouting and yelling, calling the names, the Prime Minister and the former Prime Minister. It's part of their activity. But at the end of the day, just nobody injured beside the pepper spray incident, and they just dispersed at the end of the day.
Okay, so that's, I guess, not that bad?
Not that bad. They just exercise their right.
Right.
To live the democratically correct society, you should be able to live with the differences.
Right. Now, I have
peacefully.
I have another report, and not very cheerful due to the fact that this is obviously a Ramadan period, and we were hoping for less violence, but it seems not. Now, just giving you an update, the latest one took place in the Narathiwat province. To a couple, the husband Songchai Promjan and Nitaya Phai Naripon, the wife, was gunned down in Narathiwat province. Now they say that both of them were actually on their way to Tanyong Mat market to buy some vegetables, to sell some vegetables, and they say that on their way back home, there's like a culprits that hidden around the bushes, ran out and using the gun to force them to step down from their motorcycle. And they say that when the police found them, they were in a position of begging, the culprit not to kill them. Obviously, they shot them in the head and the face before they left the area. And that was just at about 2:50 yesterday. Now they said in the afternoon yesterday. Now there was another event a day before that in Pattani province. Also, the husband and wife as well, Faduri Arong, age 23, and Patima Dotla, his wife, were actually on a motorcycle as well, and they were actually on their way home to after they get some food to prepare for this particular fasting of the Ramadan. And they say that the motorcycle with two culprits on there just kind of just drove nearby and then shot them. And the day before that, there's another events in Pattani province where also a couple as well was shot dead around the road in the Tolang sub-district, and that's Kun Ma'e Japme, age 45, and Aminok Gama, age 42, and they both were killed with the gun on the head as well as on the torso.
Execution style.
Yeah, so it just seems that like the event is just not very, for some reason, when we say it's supposed to be peaceful, it's not really. And plus, when it's Ramadan and the Buddhist, Lent era, we were hoping for something a little bit more peaceful.
I think we entered the Ramadan month this year with a really high hope, because BRN has announced their ceasefire agreement. So yesterday afternoon, actually, NSC Secretary General came out and said that they will somehow send a protest letter to BRN about the shooting that's going on.
Yeah, Kun Chen will elaborate a little bit more on that. But just to give you an update, 4:45 yesterday, Kun Pracha Phumnok, of course, the Deputy Prime Minister, this is the first time after he took office that he actually went to visit the down south and Pattani province. So there's a lot more updates for you, but of course, for this break, we're just going to take a very short break because Kun Chen has a lot more information on this, so please stay tuned.